Hey YouTube, this is the old soldier. About to do some shooting around here, as they say. Well, quality. I got a new little lens on this here Camry on my phone. But we're going down here to get our table, and we're going to move it back to about the 100-yard mark. And we're going to start off today with, we get a M1 carbine. And we're going to see what we can hit with it from 100 yards. Of course, we've got to put some new targets up, but that's okay. We got some to do that with. We're going to go from there. So, let me get off here and get this thing started, and we'll get back with you in just a minute. Alright folks, it's the old soldier coming at you again. We're going to be firing a 30 caliber carbine, and we're going to be firing rifle line ammunition. One my guy on Money Quick Pawn recommended, so we're going to give it a try. Oh no! Alright, that's the first magazine, folks. Now we're going to fire a second one. and magazine number 3. All right, and we're clear. We're gonna walk down and see what we hit. All right, as you can see, I didn't hit much in the target area itself. I hit below it, so I'm gonna have to make some adjustments on the sights. But while we're down here, we're gonna fire 38 Smith & Wesson. Now, this is not a 38 special, as you can tell by the size of the round. As a 38 Smith & Wesson, this is what they called the victory model. So let's just see what we do at about 7 yards. Now we're going to back it up a few more yards. We are now at the 100-foot mark. So let's go see how we did at 100 foot. Let's see, out of 18 rounds, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 out of 18 on target from ranges of 20 to 100 feet. think I drug that one's a fresh one, so that's off the target. So we're going to go back, we're going to work on the sights of the carbine and try and put about 30 more rounds on this target over here and see if I can bring it up and see if I can actually put some on the paster. Floor clear. Let's go down and see if we did any better this time. Well, as you can see, folks, I'm going to have to come back closer and re-zero my sights. Seems like everything's pulling over here to the right. One or two up here on the top, but a lot of them just pulled over here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I knocked my sights out of alignment or what, or if it's just me shooting today. Ah, that stinks. But anyway, we'll make some more adjustments and try again later. Alright, we're going to fire this last 30 round. I've made 2 adjustments, so let's see how this one goes. hold that? Oh, clear. Well, folks, you can see I'm still pulling to the right. I don't know what's going on, but when all else fails, go shotgun. What was that, cover fire, cameraman? He's shaking his head yes and grinning. Or clear. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you do when you can't hit the target with your rifle on a bad day. Break out the shotgun, you're guaranteed to hit something. And with that being said, we'll go back inside and we'll conclude our shooting and review. Until then, I'll see you in a few minutes. Well, hello YouTube friends and family. It's the old soldier. We're inside now. If you can't tell, it's hot outside. Anyway, gotta get that put on a t-shirt. Had some fun shooting today, even though my accuracy with my carbine was not desirable. Don't know why, don't know what for. More than likely operator headspace and timing, more than anything else. I mean, I need to practice more often than what I have been. It's kind of embarrassing. It seemed like everything was pulling to the right, so I might need to work on the sights. Granted, I was shooting at 100 yards, which carbine sights that I've got are the M2 style that range anywhere from 100 to 300 yards. But me and my son, we were out there shooting, we were having fun. The other one I was shooting, which I've done a review on this before, but hadn't had a chance to see me shoot it, was this right here. 38 Smith & Wesson victory model. Long story short behind these, a lot of these were sent out on Lend-Lease during World War II to the British forces, Canadians, Australians, and 38 Special. They had what was called the 38-200 round, 38 caliber, 200 grains. This is the size of the round. Now, you probably heard my son out there shooting too. He was shooting this. This is his polymer 80 build. It's basically built on a Glock style. If you want to know how to build it, you'll have to get up with him. Proud of him for it though. He built it and he ordered all the pieces, did all the mill work and everything like that with the lower, and put it together himself. It's a nice little pistol. Shoots real well, and it fires the 9mm. Now, you know, and I've showed you this before, comparison wise, 9mm, 38 Smith & Wesson. 38 Smith & Wesson is a little bit bigger, but if you noticed in the video shooting, that 38 Smith & Wesson was very quiet compared to the 9mm. Why? I guess it has to do with the type of powder that's loaded in the round, the speed of the round. that kind of thing, grain, you know, the grain of the bullet. These are 158 grain soft lead rounds. I was firing at a 38. And then, of course, when you're firing a carbine, you hear that very distinctive crack of the carbine round. Now let's look at that right quick too while we're comparing rounds. If you look, the 9mm is not much bigger than the 30 carbine. The 38 special, okay, is not much bigger than the carbine, okay? But 30 caliber carbine makes a very distinctive sound. Got that real, what I call a high crack sound when you fire. It's fun to shoot. I love shooting that rifle. I just need to do it more often. And like I said, this is a fun little pistol to shoot. But back to the history on this too. During World War II, these were issued, like I said, on Lend-Lease. Prior to that, the U.S. Army had used them at some point in time. The whole thing was back after the Spanish-American War, right at the beginning of the Spanish-American War, right after Spanish-American War. The U.S. Army adopted a 38 caliber round, and that was one of the pistols developed for the military at that time. And it wasn't really a smart move, but it was one of those moves that somebody had to brainstorm. You know, the lighter the ammunition, the smaller, the more soldier can carry, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. What they found out when we got involved in the Philippine insurrection was the 38 Smith & Wesson, or 38 Short as they call it, just couldn't stop those Moriel warriors. Not Moriel warriors, what were they called? Anyway, it's a group in the Philippines that they fought. Maybe it is Moriel. I have to go back in my history, but I'm hot, folks. I'm sorry. But they were having a hard time putting the enemy down. So that was when the Army decided to go back to a 45 caliber round. Okay. So a lot of these pistols were put in storage after that. They were, you know, brought out World War I Lend-Lease, that kind of thing, World War II Lend-Lease. And then they found their way into a lot of security firms, a lot of police departments used them for training pistols. And I could go on and on because there's a lot of other things that went on with that particular pistol. But again, it's a fun little pistol to shoot. I got it at Gander Mountain years ago, like I said. And it's just like I said, it's easy to shoot. It's easy to load. It's very easy to handle. I always, you know, when I'm like today, I was cutting grass before we went shooting. I had to cut grass and do yard work. And every time I do, I always carry this with me because you know, it's that time of year where Jake is out on the ground, slithering around, looking for somebody to pester. And this is what I carry to take care of Jake when I'm out on the property. Because if you notice, my range is about 100 yards in length. And when we were shooting it, we were just outside my backyard fence. I've got close to 18 acres on this side of the road. I've got 2 across the road at the end of my driveway. So got a lot of property to cover when I'm walking it, when the farmer's not farming portions of it. So that's where we're at with that. But hope everybody enjoyed watching the video as much as me and my son enjoyed making it. There'll be more videos to come in the near future. Like I said, as we keep going through this, I'm going to try and do some more shooting videos. When he gets his AR-300 blackout pistol done, we'll probably do a video of him shooting it as well. He's got a few more things he's got to get for it. And again, it's a build. He didn't buy it pre-made. And same thing with his AR. He's just got to get him some sights that work for his AR. He had a bit of an optic that went out and broke, and he just hadn't got around to replacing it. I told him just get iron sights. He's stubborn. He's one of the young stubborn people. But I hope you like my office. You can see in the background, there's my retirement award from when I retired out from the Army. The flag over here on this side was from the team I was on in Iraq. We had those made when we left Iraq. We were advisors to the Iraqi Army, 3rd Iraqi Army Division to be exact. And you can see a few other things back there that, you know, but anyway. I won't bore you guys anymore. I'm about to go take a shower, unwind, relax, watch some TV with Mrs. Old Soldier, and get ready for Sunday school tomorrow. But with that all being said, God bless each and every one of you. Thank our men and women in uniform each and every day. Remember them and their families as of right now, someone somewhere stands between us and those that would do us harm, both overseas and here, you know, with our first responders and our law enforcement. 3 charities I always ask you to try and support if you can is tunnelstotowers.org, Pin Up for Vets and Valor for Veterans. 3 vendors I always ask you to support, and Money Quick Pawn here in the Fayetteville area, Robert's Custom Woodworks, and Unsung Patriot. Help them out if you can. And with that being said, if you don't know Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, I would highly encourage you to accept Him into your heart, ask Him to forgive you of your sins, repent of your ways, and live your life for Him. And I promise you, He won't walk away from you. I've been remiss on my last few videos to encourage people to accept Christ, and I apologize for that. And JH586, I'm deeply, deeply humbled by those kind words you said last night on your video chat. I really appreciate that. I really do. I want to thank all my new subscribers. As we're getting closer to the 200 mark, when I hit the 200 mark, we're going to have a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away one each of my books. Hang on. Yeah, we're going to give away one each of my books, Thoughts of an Old Soldier, and my latest and greatest, An Old Soldier's Poetry and Prose of Life, Love, and Liberty. So, when we hit that 200 mark, we'll do it. We're going to do a giveaway. And for those who don't know, this is what I've been working on for the last year and a half. And it's, you know, next Friday, or this coming Friday, if you will, I'll walk across and I'll get my associate's degree in electrical systems technology. And I couldn't have done it without the grace of God and the love of my family, the support of my wife, Mrs. Old Soldier. Supported me through all this when I made the decision that that's what I was going to do. You know, folks, I gave up a real good job. Went out on a leap of faith. And so far, God's taken care of me. And I continue to believe He will. Didn't say it was easy, but our needs have been met. So, anyway, I'm tired. I'm sure y'all are tired. I hope everybody has a great and wonderful Saturday evening. And again, once again, God bless each and every one of you. Thanks again to all my new subscribers. I'm going to try and give all of y'all a shout out on Monday. Because right now I'm too tired to pull up my list, so forgive me. But again, I really appreciate everybody subscribing to my channel, and I hope everybody will continue to watch. Until Monday, y'all take care. God bless, and we'll see you later. This is the Old Soldier out.